Welcome to the Beautifully Booked podcast, where we talk all things spa and massage. Adeena Wagner and Elicia Crook are like-hearted businesswomen that connected from across the globe to collaborate on all things beauty, body, and business. They now work with business owners all over the world to run better businesses, make more money, and most importantly, live life on their terms. By sharing the highs and lows of their work and lives and offering insights from their hands-on business experience, this show will deep dive into the successes and struggles of the spa and massage industry. Now, here are your hosts, Adeena and Elicia.
My name is Adeena Wagner, and I'm a licensed esthetician and business coach who helps beauty biz practitioners go from stressed to six-figure success.
Hi, my name is Elicia Crook. I'm a radial massage therapist and business coach specifically for the massage industry. I ran a massage clinic for 16 years, making mistakes and learning from them along the way. I'm a published author and now work with massage therapists all over the world to become fully booked without getting burnt out. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the SMART method, which this incredibly smart woman has created, Adeena. So I'm super excited to be able to hear about this framework that you obviously teach your clients and you've lived yourself. So tell us, first of all, what does the SMART method stand for? And then we can kind of dive into each of the acronyms. That'd be great.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Elicia. SMART stands for sell, manifest, attract, retain, and thrive. And that's what we help our clients do in their spa businesses. Awesome stuff. Okay, so tell us, we have talked a little bit before on this podcast about charging what you're worth and sort of like a six-figure mindset earner and things like that. But still, what we're going to do today is talk about sell. We're going to talk a little bit about manifest and attract. And then our next episode was where we're going to have a look at retain and thrive. So let's start with sell. First of all, tell us a bit about how did you create this framework? Like what came up for you? What were you learning at the time? And kind of tell us a bit about the origin of this. Yes. So kind of part of my my DNA is, and you and I were kind of joking on this right before we got on this podcast, is just how we're kind of wired. You and I are wired more to just be efficient, effective. We know that time is money. We know that we want to have more freedom and have more time with our family. The whole reason we became entrepreneurs, whether it was, in our salon, spa, massage businesses, or as coaches, business coaches, was really to be able to have a method, a vehicle through which we could work smarter and play harder. And I caught myself saying that all the time: work smarter, play harder, work smarter, play harder. It's like maybe my mom just put that word in me, but that's literally how I think. And so, to be honest with you, I've been coaching since 2017. And, I realized that there was a certain method or a way that created my own six-figure business in 12 months from scratch, zero clientele, to being featured on Fox 5 News and voted best day spa and best facial. And I realized that it could all be packaged together with a simple 5 pillars or 5 steps. And so that's how it came about, is literally just what did I do? What is the simple way the which I was able to escalate and catapult my confidence, clients, and cash flow? And what is the simplest way that I can help my clients to learn in 9 weeks, or in our Beautifully Booked and Paid program, or in 12 months in our six-figure spa academy, that could literally just teach them the basics and get them the results the fastest. And that's what I call the SMART method.
Oh, such a great story. I love that. That's fantastic. So tell us a bit about sell. The first one, about whatever it is, tell us a bit about what does it mean to sell? What do you teach, and what's your kind of ideas around that?
Right. So I think, would you agree, Elicia, that when we go into business for ourselves to become massage therapists or estheticians or nail techs or, hairstylists, we think that we're going to just serve and love everybody and help them look and feel beautiful. Is that correct?
100%. Yes. I just want to help people.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what we're actually doing from the moment they walk in that door and they look you up and down in 3 seconds, they're making a judgment call about you. They're making a judgment call about you, whether you are good at what you do, whether you're worth what you're charging, by how you've already presented yourself online. They probably checked out your website. They've probably checked you out on social media. And now they're in your chair or on your table. And now you're still selling yourself. You want them to believe in you and what it is you're offering and how it is you can help them look and feel better. So the reason I'm saying that, Elicia, is because we want to serve and help people look and feel better, but we forget that we're really in the business of selling, because selling has such an icky, spammy, scammy connotation to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to help people. I don't care if I make money. In fact, I wish that I could do it for free, because if I could just give it away, then I would feel like I was being even better at what I did. And it doesn't work. You can't run a great business in that way. It is absolutely about understanding that you're running a business, not a hobby, and that a business needs to be able to make money. And I believe, I'm going to crack out a tiny bit of Spanish. This is the only bit of Spanish I know. ¿Por qué no los dos? Why can't we have both? Because people think they can either have money or run a heart-centered business. And I truly believe that we can have that. Our impact should match our bank account. And I think that when we have an understanding of that moving into business, things move forward way quicker. Because we're easily going to charge what we're worth, because we know that the impact we make for every client that comes through the door is going to be beautiful. And the way that we present that is going to be a reflection of what we do in the treatment room, which is, as you're saying, you're selling yourself and selling who that is right from the get-go.
Right. And so I like to teach my clients in the selling that selling is actually serving. If you have it in your possession, you've gone to school for how many countless hours to learn your craft, to learn your trade, and you have the ability to help someone, but you don't make those recommendations because you are worried they can't afford it. You put yourself in their pocketbook, in their purse, in their wallet before you even know where they're at. You're making those decisions for them. It would be like a doctor who's gone to school for their countless hours and has the ability. You come in, you're in pain, you're sick, you're not feeling well, and they have the ability to write you a prescription, but they think, Susie can't afford this prescription, or I don't want Susie to think I'm selling her. I don't want to make her think I'm scammy, giving her this prescription. But a lot of people in our industry, they end up feeling like selling is not serving. And so it kind of goes back to having a mindset shift around selling, about selling yourself, number one. And then, whether you've been in business for 9 months or 9 years, it's what do you sell and how do you sell it, right? So helping our clients get really clear on what they're selling. Are they doing things in alignment with what's they're really at their heart? For example, I remember when I was first starting out, everybody back in 2010, for example, was doing eyelashes. And I know eyelashes are still a huge extension. Eyelash extensions are still huge and big, right? But I was like, oh, maybe I should do it, because I heard all of my other estheticians online in our private Facebook groups and all these things, they were all doing eyelash extensions. And I really strongly considered adding eyelash extensions to my business, that maybe I would be more successful. Maybe I would have more clientele. Maybe it would be that magic bullet, that magic ticket if I did eyelash extensions. Or maybe if I had this machine like I seen her have, maybe that would be for me. First of all, does that resonate with you in any story for you, that you kind of wanted to add a modality because everybody else was doing it, but when you got down to it, it really wasn't in alignment with you?
Absolutely. I remember once going to Dave's, I did craniosacral therapy and I wanted to do craniosacral therapy too. He goes, oh, good. Can you charge more now? And I was like, oh, no, I'll just keep adding to my toolkit, adding to my experience, adding to my wisdom, investing in courses, but I'm still going to just charge what I think my socioeconomic area can handle. Like, no way, and it's taught I know here in Australia, it's certainly taught as the more qualifications you have, the more successful your business will be. And I've spoken to someone once who done 2 university degrees, a bunch of other stuff. She spent 150 grand on her education. She was broke, absolutely broke, because she wasn't charging the equivalent of the impact she was making. It was still, that mindset was totally not aligned to the skills and qualifications that she actually gave her clients every week. Because it's I think about this, you don't go into a treatment room going, oh, great, well, today I'm just going to do this one thing because that's what you've asked for. It's like, no, you walk into the treatment room and you might get that tool out of your belt to use because it's what they've booked, but actually you go in with all of it, all your time, effort, energy, wisdom, and experience, and rapport building and connection, and you take all of that into every single treatment that you do in every single treatment room.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so for me with the eyelash extensions, it was one of those things where I had to get real clear with my gut, even though I knew I could make more money if I added it. But for me personally, sitting down, and this is not a knock, we're going to get a bunch of comments. I love eyelash extensions. Why are you knocking it? No, I'm talking about me and my story. And I knew for me, I personally don't have the patience. Would I absolutely love to get eyelashes? Do I love their instant glamorous effect? Heck yeah. But do I have the patience myself to sit over a client one by one and glue these eyelash extensions? No. And so I had to get real on what it was I wanted to sell. And something you said as well was, our socioeconomic area. We've been there. I was there where I was looking at what to sell. So do I offer this service, and this service? And then what do I charge for it, right? How do I sell it? What do I sell it for? Well, everyone in my area is charging this price. So who am I to, charge more? And so with our clients, we help them get really, really crystal clear, right? Because I would just kind of say that simplicity really is the secret to success. We have our minds going in all a million places all the time. And if we could just really simplify our menu and know what our prices are and know what products we're selling and how to sell them online and how to sell them through gift certificates and from the beginning of the consultation process and how you recommend upsells. That's the whole process of selling in S for Smart that we teach our clients. And we just make it super, super simple. So when they end up doubling or tripling their money, it's not that they've had to go invest in more machines. I don't tell people. That's what I call, like, kind of like you said, your friend or your client, I believe you said she spent like $150,000 worth of certifications. I've seen that. And we call that on our side over here, learning without earning mode. And really, it's when are you ever going to be enough? To me, it's that I've been there. I had certificates and more machines after more machines. They were collecting dust as well as the certificates were collecting dust. But once I decided enough is enough, no, I'm not going to go get my eyelash extension. No, I'm not going to go get my microblading. No, I'm not going to get all these things that I see all these other people doing. Like that's the magic ticket. Once I simplified, Elicia, and I specialized down deep into a niche and went everywhere from what to sell and how to sell it, that's how I grew massively successful in a six-figure business.
Oh, I love this. You're speaking my language. It's so good. So good. All right. So that's S, and that is amazing. And I'm sure that everyone listening is going to be like, yes, okay, fine. I get it. Now, tell us about M. So M stands for manifest. And I'm guessing this is kind of like, one of the things we talked about is the mindset of a six-figure earner and things like that. But tell us a bit more about what manifest means.
Yeah. So for me, I really teach a ritual to my clients on how to, people talk about manifest and they think it's the, reading The Secret or reading the Law of Attraction or all those things. But when you have, let's say, limiting beliefs like I've done, coming from a really lower middle class background or a dysfunctional background or any of these things that really are like, make me struggle with my self-worth or who do I think I am or I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm awkward, I don't really fit in, all of those things. I teach basically a ritual through which you continue to, basically, here's the gist of it. You're going to get free value out there, you guys who are listening, is creating a 30 or 90-day vision for yourself and literally writing it out and reading it every day because you're reprogramming your mind that is really running the show. The subconscious mind is pretty much running 80%, 90% of the show. Right? But we don't understand. And so we have to reprogram. I call it pull the weeds before you plant the seeds. And so you have minefields of weeds that are, you're not good enough, you can't do it, who are you to charge this, there's not enough money, there's not enough clients, compare Lisa Despair, you're comparing yourself to Susie therapist and she's got this going on, so if I just get like Susie and get this type of certificate or this type of location or this, everything else is going to fix me. Everything outside of me is going to fix me, whether again, a certificate or a machine or modality or location. Does that ring a bell for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. And you're right. Like I was thinking of this analogy that we have that's like, we have all these limiting beliefs, and a limiting belief is simply just, it's a seed that gets planted or a thought that gets planted, usually before the age of 7, that we then collect evidence for that makes us right about that. So whether it's, I'm not enough, or I can't charge enough, or, money's hard to come by, or whatever. And then we look for that and we have it reiterated time and time again. Now, our unconscious mind's job is to keep us safe and to preserve our identity. It does things like beat heart, beat heart, beat heart. We don't have to think about that. Our skin gets rejuvenated, probably better when they see an esthetician. However, it's our body's job to do it too. So it's all happening unconsciously. And then we go, oh yeah, I'm going to start a business. It's going to be amazing. But what we don't realize is we have all these weeds, as you call them, that are they're like lenses of glasses. And it's like, if you ever put your grandma's glasses on and you put another pair on, you can't see anything. And often I think that's what happens when we step into business, is we have all these weeds that prevent us from seeing some of the challenges. And I think that business is such a great opportunity for us to, one of my old mentors said, there's no such thing as business challenges. It's just personal development challenges. And that's really what we're talking about, is just having that vision board to go, okay, this is what I want. And I love this, that the last 6 letters of attraction is action. Because a lot of people are like, I'm just going to manifest it, which means I don't actually have to do it.
Oh, yes, girl.
And it's like, you have to take action. Yeah, you can't just sit around umming. You've got to actually go, right, what is it that I want? And then take the action to actually get there when you're manifesting what it is that you want.
That's amazing. I love how we can segue right into A for attract, because you're absolutely right. People think if I just dream it, if I put it on my vision board, it will come true. But we have, like you said, a lens through which you have these negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, abundance blocks, weeds that have to be pulled. And so if you have this real deep subconscious belief, let's say that, your clients can't afford this, and all of a sudden your next client comes in and they say, oh, I can't afford that. Your brain, like you were saying, is looking for things to support that belief. See, I told you so. See, I told you so. So it's like your reticular activator, right? And so you're all of a sudden, let's say you're looking for a white 2-door sports car. You never see them on the road on the way to work. All of a sudden you keep seeing this make and this model that you have your eyes on in a 2-door everywhere. Your brain, all you do is you tell it what you want, good or bad, and it's going to say, I told you so, I told you so. It's going to give you that evidence of what you told it you're looking for. So if you're looking for, back to like a vulture and hummingbird, if you're looking for the beauty and the abundance and the success and the prosperity and the love and the peace and the joy in your business and your life and balance, you're going to find that. You're going to set your intentions to create that, and you're going to take action to do that. On the other side, if you're a vulture, and this was basically just given to me as like a premarital thing. That's why I use this vulture hummingbird when we were getting married, is we could be a vulture in our marriage, right? Or we could be a vulture in our business. And if we're looking for clients that can't afford us, that we're too big for our britches, we can't show up as an authority, we'll never be recognized as the expert, so on and so forth, there's not enough. I mean, you hit on some good ones. Then guess what? Your reticular activator will go, here we go, this evidence for this. And so those are the 2 options there, but you can think it, but you have to do it as well. You've got to put some feet, some skates, some running shoes on those dreams, on those goals. And so that's when we get into action. And attract, which you said as far as attraction. And so when we teach for attract, how to attract, it's a foundation. You've got to know what to sell and how to sell it. You've got to then create and change your mindset through daily and nightly subconscious rituals. And then you can now go into attracting. You're going to attract what you're thinking of, good and bad. You're going to find the beautiful flowers, or you're going to find the dead carnage in your business, right? And so we're teaching you to attract those high-end, high-paying, premium clients with premium services, taking what you already have in your toolbox. Don't need to buy more machines, more certificates, no more learning without earning mode. And then we turn those services into specialized club memberships, series, and packages, because then, which we'll leave them as a cliffhanger, will affect what we go into on our next episode for retention and the systems and the social media to do that. But attraction is huge. Sorry, attraction.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. It is. And it is about taking that action so that you can attract those, clients who get what you do before they even come in. They're already a values match. They've already made their decision and they're like, yep, I'm here. I'm ready to go. If this is how you roll, then this is how I roll. I'm in. And I think this is such a great conversation. So thank you so much for today. It's been great to be able to have, listen to you guys as well. Have you guys listening to us and to be able to share all this amazing goodness for these people listening. What we'll do is next week, share with you the rest of this amazing strategy.
This podcast was brought to you by Coach Adeena Wagner from Clients on Repeat and Elicia Crook from Massage Champions. For more information, you can visit AdeenaWagner.com and MassageChampions.com for more secrets on the art of growing a successful spa and massage business. Thanks again for listening to our show. Please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'll catch you in the next episode.